As far as the build goes here, guys, there's nothing special. Just get some barrier. I'll go over how to. You can see I'm like missing gems everywhere. All I'm using is a Semtel to get some Pestilent Swarm going. Using Conceited, use whatever multiplier, biggest damage you can, whatever aspect you have at the time. On your two-hander, we're using Momentum down here to get an additional multiplier on our core skill after evading. We're using this, just a random aspect. You can throw whatever on here. Go for something more defensive, I think, honestly. Using Pestilence here. This is to get us some Pestilence Swarms out of Stinger. Just using Might here to get additional damage reduction. And Suppression here to get any non-basic mobility skill gives us resolve, basically. So that's why we're using this. It's going to be our Russian Claw for mobility here. For Amulet, we have Vehement Brawlers, getting multiplier from casting an ultimate, which we're doing often with our Hunter. We're using the Falling Feathers here just to get some Storm Feathers. They're everywhere here, so it's kind of optional, just an extra bonus here. This is kind of optional too. It's not required, but it is definitely a bonus to have. For the Spirit Hall, we're using Eagle for our primary. This is what we do want to use because we want to be evading and flinging Storm Feathers and making enemies vulnerable by doing this, okay? For the secondary, you can kind of choose whatever you want to do here. I'm going with Gorilla to get more resolve. Then as far as the actual skills go, the abilities, I'm going to pick up Accelerated Thunder Spike just to get our bonus when we're evading. We make enemies vulnerable here. We're going to max out Stinger. I'm using Rampant to get bonus to single target. We're also maxing out Vigorous to get some resource gen and maxing out Balanced Exertion to get damage there. We're going to max out Apex to get a little bit of damage there, as well as Unrestrained Power. We're putting one into Ravager and getting Measured Ravager. I might drop this because I'm using the aspects now. What's this again? Momentum. After evade, your next core skill dashes to your target. So I'm thinking about dropping this actually. Maybe picking up an additional barrier gen somewhere. But I'm getting barrier gen from this Auspicious right now. That's my only barrier gen. But we're going to pick up that at least for now. Maybe Toxic Skin works too. Gives us unhindered. We're going to pick up Scourge to get some enhanced as well as reinforced to get some extra vigor. Endurance to get that too, because we're going to be casting a lot of stingers, so we want all the resource we can. Max out Auspicious here for the barrier and endurance here, like I said. Maxing out Nourishment. Basically, whenever we heal, we get poison damage increase. We're doing a lot of poison damage, so we want to do that. Not the biggest, but it is helpful. We still got skill points to use too, so this is like mid-leveling. Maxing out Acceleration here, getting a 24x multiplier after any Eagle skill, basically, which is everything. Gonna pick up Invasive Rushing Claw to be rushing everywhere. Maxing out Vehemence. This was actually used when I was using Touch of Death, so ignore that. I can put this somewhere else, probably down here somewhere. Maxing out Oppressive here. It's not the biggest, but it's helpful for now. Gonna actually max out our ultimate, I believe. Yeah, maybe not. We do want to pick up Exalted, though, to get the cooldown, so we can be ulting everywhere. This is more for mobility than damage. Max out Resolution here, and then also... I want to say max out Spiritual Attunement, get more resource going there. playing around with the passives here too. Right now I'm using adaptive to get more movement speed because we're using so much eagle. Everything's eagle, more movement speed. Movement speed is king here, guys. Have it on your boots, have it on your Ami. I'm going to go fast. Because the best way to level, honestly, so far in PTR is doing the expansion campaign. So therefore, you want to go from quest to quest. You want to go fast, guys. Any questions, feel free to comment here. Like and subscribe, whatever you kids do. Have a good day.